Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
On an absolutely picture-perfect Wednesday evening, we get you set for 4th of July weekend alongside Nico Sharp. I'm Jacob Irons. Josh Schreiber is still away with a sickness. We wish him all the best, as you're going to have us. Chase Avery will join us a little bit later in the broadcast, but it's a 4th of July rivalry that goes back in time between Y-D and Hyannis. They meet again for a home-and-home. It starts here at Red Wilson Field. The series and ultimately will finish back here on the last regular season game, but it's a home and home over these next 2 days between the Red Sox and the Harbor Hawks. Nico Sharp sets up for a big weekend for these two teams.
Yeah, really big matchup. The Harbor Hawks been playing well these past few games. Did drop the game last night against the Commodores, but once again, that was a tale of one inning. One bad inning got away for the Harbor Hawks. Been playing really well, swinging really well. Out-hit the Commodores last night. Currently sit at 3rd in their division, but in the East Division, the Y-D Red Sox so far getting it done, leading the East Division so far.
Yeah, should be interesting. It's Pierce Capola getting the start for the Harbor Hawks tonight. His first start of the summer. He was a guy, the weekend starter for the Gators, had a big Men's College World Series appearance against Kentucky. What do you look to see out of the lengthy hurler for the Harbor Hawks?
6'8", tall southpaw going for us. Really looking forward to him. Got to talk to baseball operations, talk to Cole Vellis a little bit. And this is a guy who's got a lot of velo from that left side. And when you combine that with that 6'8" frame, got a lot of electric stuff and a lot of great stuff behind it.
Yeah, it should be very exciting. And then on the other side for Y-D, it's Sean Youngerman making his 3rd start of the summer for the Red Sox. What do you see out of him?
Yeah, so far he's struck out so many guys. Another guy, kind of like we saw last night with Hayden Frank, going to be a guy who strikes out a lot of guys. Doesn't walk too many on the back end as well. So this guy's going to really attack these Harbor Hawks lineups. So make sure you got to get the bat off your shoulders and you got to put some pressure on that defense. Yeah,
I was able to talk to Mitch Carricker a little earlier today to preview this weekend series along with so much more. Now with manager Mitch Carricker. Skip, what do you need to see from your team after bouncing back from a tough loss yesterday to Falmouth?
Yeah, we need to pitch a little bit better. We had too many walks yesterday and didn't execute some pitches, and they got a hold of them. And so if we can do that, I think we're going to be okay. And then that 2-out RBI is going to be huge for us. I think that was one thing yesterday. We scattered a lot of hits, but didn't really have that clutch hit to kind of push us over the edge and kind of separate us from the game a little bit. And so if we can do those two things today, I like our chances.
On the pitching front, you have Pierce Capola going for his first appearance of the summer. What did you see out of the Gator to allow him to go get the start tonight?
He's a big dude with really good stuff, and so he's pitched in some big games, played in some games late in Omaha and Super Regional that hopefully will give him the experience he needs to get in here and pitch really, really well for us. So excited to see him tonight.
First time you guys see Y-D part of the 4th of July rivalry contest between Y-D and Hyannis, border town rivals. What do you see in them going into tonight?
Well, Coach Pickler, is a legend, and where I'm from in California, he's a Hall of Famer, and so I have a lot of respect for him and what he does. He's done a great job with this club over the years, and so I expect a really disciplined club, a club that's really, really talented, and so hopefully we're up for the challenge.
They've got the league best team ERA. How do your hitters go attack their pitching staff?
Yeah, I think the same thing that we've been preaching is, stick with our approach, be on time to fastballs. We have great plate discipline, which is what we've shown as of late, and so if we can continue to do that, put some pressure on the defense, I think we're going to be okay.
A little bit of a different dimensions here at Red Wilson Field, a little bit of a smaller ballpark. Anything you're echoing to your hitters here in this ballpark?
No, I think when you try to swing to the ballpark, everything kind of goes out of whack. If you just stay consistent with what you do, I think you're going to be okay. So hopefully we can do that today, and we're going to make some adjustments probably base running wise because it plays a little bit smaller. But other than that, we're just going to continue what we have been.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Josie Broyles has more.
Sideline reporter Josie Broyles here with Andre Scalon before the Harbor Hawks take on the Y-D Red Sox this evening. Yesterday, you pitched really well, but the Hawks fell short. What was your strategy coming in to relieve Dromboski coming into the mound?
Yeah, so I just wanted to get ahead early, and I just wanted to leave Dromboski's runners on when I came in with the bases loaded. So I wanted to leave him, get him out of his jam.
Yeah, I know we've played Falmouth before. Was there anything really specific that you saw that team do that kind of made the team fall short?
Yeah, I thought they were a little aggressive when they were hitting, and honestly, I think one bad inning got away from us, and we would have won that game, no problem. So.
Yeah, anything specific you saw with yourself in your pitching abilities yesterday that you kind of want to make adjustments on or want to improve moving forward into the season?
Yeah. I think I could do a better job of landing the changeup, using the third pitch to help me get through the lineup again and get some guys off the barrels. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
Welcome you back here to Red Wilson Field as Y-D and Hyannis kick off a home-and-home series here for this 4th of July weekend alongside Nico Sharp. I'm Jacob Irons. It's Sean Youngerman getting his 3rd start of the summer, Nico.
Yeah, this past year, Westmont College, D2, but he's making the way to Oklahoma State, going to make his way into D1 and into a Power 5 conference. So look for him to, he's got a nice breaking ball, 6'3" stature, junior from California. Got a good amount of innings last year and this past spring, 70 1/3. Started almost all of them, 13 appearances, 12 of them starts, 3.71 ERA. Did a great job this past year, and we talked about it a little bit in the pregame. 69 strikeouts, only 15 walks in the spring, and he's keeping that here thus far this summer, 12 strikeouts to only 1 walk.
And he goes up against one of the best in on-base percentage in Kane Kepley. Comes in right now for Kepley does. He has a 14-game on-base streak, trying to extend that here tonight, and he's the leadoff man for the Harbor Hawks as it's Alex Lodies and the 2-hole Wallace Clark behind him, Dalton Bargo, Michael DiTallo, Blake Seville, Mason White, Nick Groves, and Jackson West. As Youngerman brings the glove down to his belt and deals a called strike to the Liberty Kane Kepley.
Yeah, goes right out on first pitch fastball right there, and big thing for Youngerman, he likes to get ahead and stay ahead, doesn't fall behind in too many counts, and that's what happened for the Harbor Hawks on the pitching side yesterday. 0-1
lofted into right field. Gallagher, the second baseman, gives chase, but motioning off to his glove side and near the right field foul line is Tippett. Gives us an opportunity To welcome you to the Y-D defense, it's Kim, Cole, and Tippett left to right in the outfield. McGee, Aloy, Gallagher, and Carmichael left to right on the infield. Soam behind the plate and battery mate of away for Alex Lodis, the shortstop from Florida State. Youngerman sets and kicks and fires as Lodis fouls one right back into the netting behind home plate.
Yeah, Lodis swung the bat well, 3 for 4 in his first appearance for the Harbor Hawks last night against the Commodores. Three base hits, but then also got a stolen base in there as well. Reached on an error in his last plate appearance.
Now the 0-1 is a delivery high and above the letterings. 1-1.
Yeah, tries to climb the ladder there. Lodis showing a great pocket presence so far, doing a great job of, not extending the zone. Got a couple great swings off last night.
Settles in and kicks over and pushes inside for a ball. 2-1 on Lodis. Lodis last night in his first game for the summer went 3-4 with a run, and it's been those debut guys so far for the Harbor Hawks who have made their impact. The 2-1 is sent high and into the parking lot here at DY Field. Lodis, part of a stacked middle infield for the Seminoles this past year after a week away from the game, returns back to get ready to go with the Harbor Hawks. The 2-2 is a breaking ball into the dirt, 3-2.
Yeah, great pitch right there by Youngerman. Breaks it off, falls off the table there. Lodis able to not hold the trigger back, but it's a great pitch by Youngerman, an even better take from Lodis.
Payoff pitch is a swing and a miss. Lodis goes down swinging, 2 away quickly.
Yeah, Youngerman not going to walk him, going to go right after him with a fastball right there. Gets his 13th strikeout of the summer.
Well, that brings up Wallace Clark, second baseman and infielder, the switch hitting Duke Blue Devil. With the righty on the mound today, he'll choose the lefty's batter's box to start off with. 0-0 pitch, skips and hits Wallace Clark to be the first base runner for the Harbor Hawks.
Yeah, Youngerman just spiked that breaking ball right there. Just pulled that shoulder straight down. That ball got about 3/4 of the way, bounced, and had a long hop into the leg of Wallace Clark.
Now it's Dalton Bargo, the designated hitter. Today, the designated hitter for Hyannis finds himself in a variety of roles. A true utility man for Hyannis this summer. Can play corner outfield positions, infield positions, as well as could be behind the plate to catch if necessary. The 0-0 pitch from Youngerman will hold as he checks back on Clark, who goes in standing the first safely.
His second game in the lineup for the Harbor Hawks. Went 1 for 4, got a base hit in the first inning of work for Bargo.
And Youngerman will be called for the balk as he stepped away from the rubber and made a errant move, and Wallace Clark's able to advance 90 feet over to second and now in scoring position.
Yeah, and that's big here with 2 outs. Now just a single away from able to scratch a run across here early in the first inning.
Dalton Bargo hasn't even seen a pitch. A lefty batter takes on the righty Youngerman here with Clark with a hefty lead at second. It's a fastball away, 1-0.
Yeah, Bargo's got that sweet lefty swing. We saw that in his base hit, and got a couple good swings off there later in the game against the Commodores last night, but not able to get more than that one hit. But this is a guy that the Harbor Hawks are pretty excited to have on board.
On the 1-0, he'll check back to Clark. Clark goes in standing, a close play with Aloy, the shortstop right there, applying the tag, but it's the foot of Clark getting in safely before then.
I'm a big fan of what the Y-D Red Sox are doing. Aloy is giving signals, just knowing how many looks that the pitcher will give so that him and the defense are on the same page.
1-0 is a breaking ball that has Bargo out in front of it as he swings through 1-1.
Yeah, he's got that hard breaking ball. It stays flat almost 3/4, almost the entire way. And then, it's a sharp downward break right there. And it's going to give the Harbor Hawks a little bit of trouble here, especially if he keeps that fastball right in behind it.
Now the 1-1 is a pitch in the dirt again, working the lower quadrant. Can't get the call as it skims in front of the plate, 2-1.
Yeah, double backed on that breaking ball right there. Bargo's seen that pitch already in this at-bat. Able to have good pitch recognition, leave that one in the dirt.
On the 2-1, as Youngerman comes set, kicks and fires the 2-1. So the ball down on the low and a fastball at a 2-2 as he swings through.
Went triple back on the breaking ball right there, and you can even see Bargo look. Yeah, goes right inside on the hands there to call. Thought he caught that inner corner. Just missed in on the hands to the right-hander call.
Now the 2-2 is left over the plate and poked into center field and dropping in front of Groves as Phoenix Call will start the day off for the Red Sox with a single.
Yeah, just caught too much of the plate there. Phoenix Call able to extend his hands right there, just bloop the ball right in front of the center fielder, Nick Groves, to get the leadoff man on.
Now that brings up Will Tippett, the right fielder for the Red Sox. Nothing pitch, doesn't come home, rather over to first base as Call goes in, standing safely. Now Coppola waiting to get the signs, with Tippett standing in on the righty on lefty matchup. Coppola will check back again. Seville is there for the pickoff. White, Groves, Kepley left to right in the outfield. Zatalo, Lodis, Clark, and Seville left to right in the infield. West, the battery mate of Coppola today. 0-0 pitch is a fastball down the heart of the plate that Tippett is behind 0-1.
Yeah, just a little bit behind right there. Pretty big swing. Got his A swing off there.
A 1 is bunted into the netting here at Red Wilson Field. The new and improved netting, part of Net Pros, that is here and going down and extending all the way down the left field and right field line. Coppola is ahead on Tippett. 0-2. Coppola will check back on Call again.
Yeah, Y-D is a team who's done the little things right. You know, they do have aggressive base running. Coppola doing a great job of just showing a leg lift pick over to first base a couple of times.
Has 17 stolen bases. Ranks 5th on Cape so far this summer. And it's a throw from Coppola back over to Seville. "0-2 is a pitch upstairs above the lettering on the Y-D Red Sox home white uniforms with red trim. The Y-D Red Sox logo over on their right part of the chest. 1-2 runs inside on Tippett, breathing him back from the plate. 2-2.
Yeah, good spot right there. Jackson West set up on that inside corner. Didn't have to move. Just barely missed glove side from Coppola. Try to stick it on the hands. High heat fastball.
2-2 is lofted foul and out of play up by the stands here down the first base line. Coppola laboring so far in this one early between Call and Tippett, having their fair share of lengthy at-bats against the Florida Gator. 2-2 delivery hums home, and it's a strikeout looking. Will Tippett is sent back in disgust from the plate for the first down.
Yeah, and so far, that's going to be a called strike. We've seen that already a couple times. Bottom of the zone. Jackson West did a great job getting stumped under it, just bringing it up towards the corner. It's a great 2-2 pitch right there to be able to hit that breaking ball right at the knees.
Now Easton Carmichael, Oklahoma Sooner and first baseman, Looks at a first pitch from Coppola that's inside on the righty. 1-0, and a ball that trickled away from West, keeping it in front of him, not allowing Call to advance.
Carmichael's off to a great start to this summer ball season, hitting .340 on the year. When you look at the league leaders in stats in almost every offensive category, you will see his name on there.
The 1-0 pitch is fouled back directly into the netting. 1-1. Carmichael 7th in batting average at .340 and 4th in runs batters in 12th. Then in slugging comes in at 6 with .553, and with 16 hits, good for 5th on the Cape so far this summer. The 1-1 from Coppola. So he will check back over on Call again. Call goes in standing safely. Call's been living in his head, Nico, here early.
Yeah, just keeps flipping it on over there, and it's doing a great job of keeping Phoenix Call. I mean, every single time he lifts his leg, he's having that one-way lead, taking a jab step back to first base. And when you pick off over and over and over again, it makes you not want to steal because you know that at any point he could pick you off.
1-1, breaking ball in the dirt. West keeps it in front of him. 2-1, a little bit of a lengthy backstop here at Red Wilson Field. All grass as well. Has a little bit of padding, so ball gets back there hard. It'll die right off of it. 2-1 delivery from Coppola. Comes from the sidearm a little bit. And it's fouled back right into the shin of Easton Carmichael as he is limp walking around, and he is down here right now.
Yeah, and depending on where it hits back there, there is a lot of brick behind home plate as well, so it could bounce straight back to catcher. But it also, it comes to a catty corner. So whenever it hits on angle, it could go shoot down the first or third base line, which could allow aggressive base runners to maybe even take 2 off a ball that gets behind the catcher.
Carmichael's still a little limp on his lead foot. And now finally steps back into the box and gets ready for the pitch from Coppola. Shakes a couple signs, comes set with the glove at his belt. Looks over, comes shoulder high with the glove and deals a pitch that has Carmichael spit on, but it's a called strike nonetheless. It's back-to-back backwards Ks for Pierce Coppola.
Coppola doing a great job working in and out, stayed away for that most of that AB, then pumps that fastball right in on the hands to Easton Carmichael. Carmichael couldn't pull the trigger right there. That's a great pitch from Pierce Coppola.
Now Ethan Petrie, the cleanup hitter and designated hitter for the Y-D Red Sox. Coppola kicks and fires a fastball that he's able to get under and foul over the netting here at Red Wilson Field. Coppola pitched 23 2/3 innings for the Gators. He's battled injuries much of his career through his back and through his shoulder. But after not pitching supers for the Gators, had a big opportunity in Omaha that he was able to deliver on. And the 0-1 is fouled back into the netting. 0-2 as he looks to try and get Petrie out swinging here for back-to-back-to-back strikeouts after allowing Phoenix Call to get aboard in the leadoff spot for the Red Sox. Coppola comes set, runner set in motion, and clips Petrie right on the lead shoulder in the righty's batter's box. And he's going to walk it off down the foul line here.
And that's a high velo fastball to take right on the arm, and that's going to happen, especially when you're so concerned about putting that on the hands to the right-hand hitter. You love to work it in and out, so one is going to get away from you. And if you're going to be aggressive inside, you have to understand that that's going to happen. That's going to be okay, because you want to trust your stuff and that you can put it right in front of his hands 9 out of 10 times.
Now Vahiva Aloy, shortstop from Arkansas, takes on his fellow SEC mate in Coppola as Coppola deals a ball that Aloy swings through. 0-1.
It's a huge swing there from Aloy. Always one of those electric guys for Arkansas that I really enjoyed watching this past spring. That was a huge swing right there. First time seeing Coppola this summer, and he takes a huge hack.
0-1 pitch is called for strike on the breaking ball, 0-2.
Yeah, great job of Coppola. Trusting his stuff again, putting it right on the hands of Aloy, and trusting his stuff. They're not fearing away, even though he missed that fastball that ran in, hit Petrie right there. So great understanding and great trusting your pitches.
Then the 0-2 is sent into right field, back to the wall, and at the wall making the grab is Kepley, ranging out for making the catch with about a foot of distance. Coppola able to work out of the jam he put himself into. It's 0-0 through 1. You're listening and watching to Hyannis Harbor Hawks baseball on the Hyannis Harbor Hawks Baseball Network.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent-care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Through 1, it's 0-0 between Y-D and Hyannis. As taking a pitch is Bargo in the dirt for a ball, as Sean Youngerman is back out for his second inning of work, the soon-to-be Cowboy for Oklahoma State. And it's a pitch called for a strike right above the knees on Bargo, the Tennessee designated hitter today. True utility man. Michael Vitalo, and pitch that is at a ball for 2-1.
Yeah, it'll be Ditalo, Seville, and White due up for the Harbor Hawks this half inning.
2-1 on Ditalo, the DBU Patriot, who's come in and really made his presence known so far for the Harbor Hawks. Now the 3-1 is a grounder that's foul and beyond the third base bag. With Ditalo batting .304 on the summer, coming into this one with a on-base percentage of .346. It's 12 hits that are right there with them, and payoff pitch on the 3-2. Ditalo fouls back to extend his AB.
2 healthy hacks there from Ditalo. That's the kind of swing you want. 3-1. You want the guy, one pitch, one zone right there. You're in a good hitter's count. The swings, kind of swings you want to see from Michael Ditalo.
Payoff pitch from Youngerman is a ball that stays high by the eyes of Ditalo, and he gets the leadoff man aboard with the walk.
Rare walk there from Youngerman. Youngerman tried to throw a breaking ball right there. The ball just stayed up in the zone. Easy take there for Ditalo to work the walk.
Now Blake Seville takes a pitch from Youngerman outside for a ball, and Seville, the first baseman that started the summer with the Commodores and came over once Zach York was released. 1-0 is a broken bat coming right back into the netting. It's a low liner that has a reaching play for Cole, who went diving to make the grab in left center field. What a play from Phoenix Cole to come out reaching for it. It's a broken bat that goes right into the netting right by us of Seville. DeTalo's able to come back safely as it was Cole making the throw from the dive over to first. Not in time, though. A big play from Phoenix Cole.
Yeah, very close play right there. That splinter, that wooden bat, the barrel of that came right towards us. Close call here, over here besides the table.
Now Mason White, the lefty, deal with Youngerman as DeTalo goes in sliding with his fingertips to the first base bag.
But yeah, what a play out there by Phoenix Cole. Thought he could have doubled off DeTalo right there. I don't know if DeTalo knew how close of a play that was. Came up standing, probably should have slid, and it was a close play. It looked like it was a bang-bang. Let the Harbor Hawks get the benefit of the doubt and get the safe call over there at first base.
Mason White spits on one. Now the 1-0 is called for, strike alone above the knees of Mason White, the Wildcat for the Harbor Hawks. Comes in last summer playing for Brewster, and this summer finds himself for Hyannis. It's a pitch that's inside 2-1, and for Mason White, takes a little bit of an interesting approach to batting practice. Doesn't wear a hat or a helmet, goes with the open head. Asked him about it, just something he likes. He feels he takes better batting practice when he doesn't have something on his head, as the 2-1 is sent foul up by the trees here at DY High School at Red Wilson Field.
And that's just baseball for you. The baseball, I mean, guys, it's just such a feel thing. You know, any little thing, you know, just makes you feel right. You know, some guys, yeah, like to wear hats. Some guys will wear a headband. It's just whatever they enjoy and gets them in the right mindset for the game.
The 2-2 as Youngerman comes set. It's a high ball into foul territory. Giving it a look is Kim, the left fielder. It'll drop beyond the lawn chairs. Here with lawn chairs blanketing both the left field and right field lines, along with down the first base line behind us. An expansive plot of land. Fans already making their way out to the outfield beyond the fence as the 2-2 is low. Mason White holds as it skimmed across the red clay dirt to now load the count full.
Yeah, great take right there. He's been working fastballs low in the zone, trying to put that curveball right in behind it, put it in the dirt.
A payoff pitch is rather a check over to DeTalo. At first, he goes in sliding safely. Harbor Hawks trying to attack first. 3-2, runner set in motion. High fly ball into shallow left field. Ranging in, making the play all the way from the wall in is Kim to make the grab.
Kim came a long way for that. He came all the way to the skirt of the infield over there at shortstop. And the infield tried to deke DeTalo in there, thinking it was a ground ball, try to get him doubled up over there at first base. But DeTalo finding the ball over by shortstop.
Now that brings up the newly minted Fighting Illini, Nick Groves, who, after being in the portal, transfers out of Niagara over to the Big Ten team in blue and orange.
Yeah, Groves just has that sweet lefty swing, loves to use his hands, goes down the line, left field line a lot. He's a guy who, in BP, you see him work a lot of hands. Strong pull side as well.
First pitch to Groves is swung through on for an 0-1 pitch now to come with Youngerman. Picking up the speed, gets the signs from some behind the plate. Comes set and raises the glove and delivers. Pitch into the dirt, 1-1.
And so far what we're seeing from Sean Youngerman is going to be that low fastball and then loves to break in that curveball right behind it. So far his breaking ball hasn't thrown in much for a strike. He likes to use it low, goes in right behind that fastball. A lot of it coming into the dirt.
1-1 delivery is outside. 2-1. As Youngerman trying to work all quadrants. On to Groves. Groves was all MAC second team with Niagara this past season as he sends one into left field. Kim ranges off to his right side and pops the glove under it and makes a grab for the third out after Detallo gets aboard with the leadoff walk. He's left stranded at first. We go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless between Y-D and Hyannis.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide.
The East, it's where it is Harwich and Brewster, while Chatham takes on Orleans on those rivalries over these next 2 days. Always good. A lot can happen, especially with these interdivision games. Able to move some spots up in the back-to-back series pickup as it's now the second inning of work for Pierce Capola to take on Gallagher, McGee, and Kim. For Y-D, Capola, the lefty, kicks and fires. It's a pitch upstairs for a ball. Capola standing in at a lengthy 6'9" out on the mound. Now the 1-0 is another pitch upstairs. 2-0. Does his size and the way he deals change how you approach an at-bat, Nico?
Absolutely, especially, from a left-hander standpoint. Comes across his body just a little bit.
2-0 is a pitch that Gallagher swings through in 2-1.
And you don't necessarily change your approach. You never change your approach for anybody, but you just got to expect that when you have a guy that tall who reaches across, it really looks like they're reaching across halfway across. Their fastball flies out of their hand. I mean, it really extends, so it just feels like you have less time. I've dealt with a guy who's 6'9", left-hander before, and that ball just gets on you so quickly.
2-1 is fouled back by Gallagher. Now the 2-2 with the high leg kick for Capola as Gallagher goes back to the dugout after he swung and missed. It's now the third strikeout of the day for the Gator.
Yeah, great job there. Just power on power right there. Threw that fastball, gassed him up. And Capola's a guy who's going to attack with fastballs a lot. He'll mix in that changeup and that breaking ball as well. But this guy's got a high velo fastball, and he can locate anywhere. He works it up to down, works it in and out.
0-0 pitch is upstairs. 1-0, and had the opportunity as Capola came over to talk to us before the game. He's got one thing on his mind as the 1-0 pitch is called for a strike down the inner part of the plate on the lefty. It's the donut burger. He asked us about whether it was the real deal. I think Matt Coates will have a true review of the donut burger a little later in today's broadcast as the 1-2 is called for a strike on the outer part of the plate on the righty, Cade McGee.
Yeah, Capola's a really personable guy. I got to talk to him a couple days ago. Big Rod Wave fan, so I heard him listening to music coming in McKeon Park one day.
1-2, it is stabbed out of the air by Pierce Capola. A little PFP for the 6'9" hurler. Wow.
Yeah, that exit velo had to be high right there. Hit right at him, glove side. Capola using his long arm right there, just extending it. Great grab. Made it look easy right there. He kind of just shrugged it off, threw it over to the third baseman, Detallo, and just, it's like a normal day for Capola.
Acting like it was nothing as his 6'9" frame able to reach out for the first pitch. Misses low on Cameron Kim, a left fielder. Now the 1-0 as a tapper right back up the middle. Ranging over is Wallace Clark. Sidearm throw from beyond the second base bag to the left side. What a play from the Duke Blue Devil. He's all smiles heading into the dugout. We're still scoreless between Hyannis and Y-D here on this July 3rd.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team.
It's Jackson West, the 9-hole hitter, leading things off for the Harbor Hawks. Kane Kepley and Alex Lodis will then get their second plate appearance.
Got the player of the game in his first game for the Harbor Hawks, 4 for 5. Had a base hit, double, had another base hit, and another base hit. Made it look easy. This is a guy who worked well to all fields, worked really well, hit some really hard low line drives up the middle, worked it away. This is a guy that they were super excited to have on.
Yeah, Florida State Seminole, and comes to the Harbor Hawks after an illustrious season with Link Jarrett down in Tallahassee. And now the top of the third gets underway with Jackson West here as he takes on Youngerman for his third inning of work. It's a pitch away that Jackson West watches go by into the righty's batter's box. West taps the foot, kicks, and delivers, and West lines one into foul territory, a liner that goes right in front of the fans, netting, stopping it down the right field line.
Yeah, Jackson West went out and got that one, caught that one out front just a little early, pulled it down the right field line, but that's a great A swing there from Jackson West.
1-1 as Youngerman delivers. It's a pitch low, 2-1, and on the appeal down to third base, Youngerman wanted it. Sohm asked for and then was given it. It was not a called strike on the appeal. And now 2-1. Skied into left center field. Making the move off to his right shoulder is Call and positions himself under it for the out.
Youngerman going right after these Harbor Hawk hitters. And once again, so far, it's going to be that fastball he's going to use for a strike, attacks with the fastball. Throwing a couple of changeups, but it's going to be that fastball in for a strike, and he's going to try to use that breaking ball as a chase pitch. Again, this has not been very many times where he's thrown that breaking ball in for a strike. He's going to start it at that lower part of the zone and break it off into the dirt.
0-0 pitch to Kepley is high, 1-0.
Yeah, try to climb the ladder right there. I think he just missed a little bit more higher than he was hoping for. It's a rare time where a Youngerman doesn't start off with a strike.
1-0 is down the heart of the plate for a called strike. 1-1 on Kane Kepley, who flew out to tip it in his first at-bat of the game. 1-1. Kepley skies one into left field. Ranging over to his right side is Kim, and on the 3 steps, gets under it for the out.
A lot of flyouts for these Harbor Hawks so far. We see them ground out a lot. You know that we see that their mentality has been hard ground balls, low line drives. So far, a couple balls just hanging up in the air a little bit too long. Seeing a lot of great swings so far, though. Trying to drive the ball into the gaps, the ball just hanging up just a little bit too long.
Now Alex Lodis into the batter's box for the righty-on-righty matchup as Lodis lines one right to Call as he moves to his glove side about a step over, and it's a 1-2-3 innings with 3 straight flyouts for the Harbor Hawks. It's zeros here going into the bottom of the third.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent-care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Go to the bottom of the third, still 0-0 between Y-D and Hyannis. On this July 3rd, alongside Nico Sharp, I'm Jacob Iron, so happy to have you with us. It's Charlie Somm, the 9-hole hitter for the Red Sox. It'll then be Phoenix Call and Will Tippett with their second at-bats of the game. Pierce Coppola back out for his third inning of work as Youngerman showing him how it's done with a pretty efficient inning in the top of the third, and the 0-0 pitch is dealt in for strike and called on Somm.
And a big thing that Coppola is doing that we were missing last night for the Harbor Hawks was that first pitch strike. Always seemed to be working behind in the count, hitters getting in hitters counts, and the Falmouth Commodores were all over it, taking advantage of getting those 2-1, 2-0 counts, and you could see that they were getting their best swings off, and they were putting in the gaps and finding ways on.
0-1 is sent over the press box here at Red Wilson Field for the second strike. It's the 0-2 pitch from the 6'9" pitcher Pierce Coppola. Shakes off the first sign he gets. Agrees on the second. Here's the 0-2. It's a sidearm delivery and still gets him swinging and missing. Charlie Somm goes down reaching for a ball into the dirt. A nasty pitch from Pierce Coppola, one away.
Yeah, filthy breaking ball, completely caught Somm off guard. You could tell he was maybe selling out for the fastball, or just that spin rate maybe for Coppola is really high because he looks like completely full. I mean, completely lunging out front and just came up empty. That's a nasty breaking ball for Coppola.
Now Phoenix Call fouls off the first pitch he sees, and it's heading into the fans' vicinity right by the concession stand and home of the famous Donut Burger, as all the kids that are off for the summer and here on Cape with a little summertime vacation going chasing for that one. Now the 0-1 from Coppola is down and nicks Phoenix Call on the lead foot and tosses back his elbow guard in to the dugout to Scott Pickler, the Hall of Fame manager.
And thanks to Chase Avery, you know, this is a guy who's been hit a lot this season, had 5, tied with 3 other guys in the Cape Cod Baseball League season. That is his 6th hit by pitch so far this season. Now he is the league leader.
Mind you, a little bit of Trey Lipsy, the league leader last year, found himself Hyannis Harbor Hawks, walked away with double-digit hit by pitches, almost into the 20s by the end of the year, and now has Will Tippett, as Pierce Coppola has him swing and miss. 0-1.
Yeah, poor Trey Lipsy, the Buckeye. And it just seemed like every single at-bat, he was getting hit by a pitch. It was happening twice a game sometimes. I was like, I've never seen anything like it. And happening to one player all season long. Seems like we could have a little Trey Lipsy and Phoenix Call here.
0-1 is fouled back on the cap of the bat by Tippett, and Pierce Coppola is ahead. We talked about it a little bit last night, Nico. Mitch Carricker, Ray Korn, and Tanner Cunha, all the coaches really focusing in on the pitching. Understand, if you can be ahead, it's so huge for the pitching staff. 1, it keeps your pitches down, and 2, it allows the put-away pitch to come to work. What does he dial up on the 0-2? And it's the put-away pitch right there. It's a fastball down the heart of the plate that Tippett's able to be behind, and it's 2 outs here, and now 5 strikeouts for Pierce Coppola.
That's a beautiful fastball right there. Climbs the ladder there a little bit, and through the first time in the order, you saw Coppola attack fastball first. Fastball threw a lot of fastballs going through the first time. Didn't really have to show that breaking ball, and you can already see with him showing more breaking balls, flip the breaking ball for a strike in for the first pitch. Pitching backwards now, it opens up so many opportunities.
0-0 pitch. Misses off the plate to the righty, Easton Carmichael for a ball. Carmichael struck out looking back in the first to Coppola. The 1-0 runner's in motion. It's a pitch down in the dirt and away. Jackson West can't get it to his throwing hand. It's a stolen base in the 18th of the summer for the Y-D Red Sox, and he's in scoring position with Y-D trying to strike first here as we're still 0-0 in the bottom of the third with 2 away.
Got a great jump right there and went on the right pitch. It was a breaking ball from Coppola.
2-0. Pitch misses just inside on Carmichael. 3-0.
Seen that call? Been called a strike here a few times. He looks like he's been giving that lower part of the zone. Didn't get it there, just missed too much low.
3-0 pitch from Coppola is down in the dirt, and it's his first walk of the summer that Coppola issues. This to one of the league's best, Easton Carmichael.
Yeah, just missing there. 4-pitch walk, just maybe trying to nibble the corners too much right there. Never missed by much on any of the pitches, but just missing. That one just missing low once again.
Now Ethan Petrie, the designated hitter from South Carolina. Coppola looks back to second. Delivers a pitch that runs inside on Petrie. Petrie was all regional selection for the Raleigh Regional with the Gamecocks back in the spring. He had a hit by pitch in his first plate appearance as the 1-0 pitch is called for strike on the breaking ball. 1-1.
And Petrie's played half the games, so gotten a good amount of at-bats in, 19 at-bats to Easton Carmichael's 48, but he's hitting .474 so far, quarter way through the season. So not as many at-bats, but still hitting .474, able to get the job done.
1-1 is motion through on by Petrie, and it's the home plate umpire calling it himself instead of checking down for the appeal. And Coppola is once again ahead, 1-2, looking for his 6th strikeout of his first start of the summer. The 1-2 delivery runs inside that Petrie is able to get away from. 2-2.
And almost caught the shoulder of Petrie once again, but that's just going to be Coppola. He threw that nasty breaking ball the pitch before, tries to run a fastball in on the hands, tries to freeze the hitter, just missing a little bit too much inside, missing just a hair glove side.
2-2 runner goes. It's a liner into left field, and with the runners in motion, it'll score Phoenix Call easily. Going and sliding to third is Carmichael, and going in head first to second base is Ethan Petrie. The Red Sox strike first.
Beautiful swing there by Petrie, catching that ball out front, hitting down the left field line. But also great heads-up base running. Sees Mason White make the throw to third base. The ball wasn't cut off, and as soon as he saw the ball wasn't cut off, able to move from first to second with aggressive base running and to allow 2 runners to be in scoring position.
Salvahiva Aloy, the shortstop, who flew out to Kepley to end the first, trying to extend on and continue the hot bats here for the Red Sox as the first pitch to Aloy is called for strike. The 0-1 is outside. West out of his crouch, reaching across his body to get a glove onto it. 1-1.
Yeah, missing a little too much arm side there. Great athletic play from Jackson West to go out and get it.
Jackson West gives the signs to Coppola. Kicks and fires. It's a foul ball by Aloy, and Coppola ahead 1-2.
Big swing there from Aloy. Seen him take pretty healthy hacks in his few swings so far we've seen in this game. Got a lot of natural pop, even though used his hands, worked it to right field, hit a deep ball to right fielder. Cade Kepley making the play at the wall.
Aloy out in front of it, just getting a splinter of his bat onto it to keep his at-bat alive and push one foul.
Loy hitting 288 here, playing almost every single game for the Y-D Red Sox.
1-2 is sent deep into center field. Groves back to the wall, climbs over, trying to look for it, but it's a 3-run shot for Vahiva Aloy, and the Red Sox take a 4-0 lead.
And there's that power right there, Jacob Irons. He's taking very healthy hacks, hits it mid-trees up there. If there was a tree house up there, there would be hit right in the middle of it. I mean, that's a beautiful swing there by Aloy. Got his best swing off, and once again, there's that power that we were just talking about, and puts an early stamp on this game, 4-0.
It is now 4 runs here for the Red Sox, all coming in this home half of the third. And now Gavin Galler, North Carolina product, is trying to extend the party for the Red Sox. As Gallagher sends one deep into center field. Groves back to the wall, and it will drop. He lost it up into the sun. It fell between White and Groves, and left center field. Groves thought he had it and just split the two of them, and Gallagher now at second, able to advance on the double. Now Pierce Coppola, after registering 2 outs, has allowed a walk, and now 3 straight hits for Cade McGee, the 8th batter to find the box here.
And that's just a tough break for the Harbor Hawks. Nick Groves working towards the fence, and then as soon as he started looking towards the fence, immediately put his hands out, completely lost the ball. Mason White seeing that, shooting from left field all the way to center field to try to make a play, but he did not have enough time.
First pitch to McGee is inside, 1-0.
And that's one of those that the people who don't like the stat ERA are going to use it as a point right there, because that's a great pitch from Coppola. That's a fly out. But Groves.
So the 1-0 is called for strike.
But Groves losing that in the sun right there. And now there's a runner on second base, and that's a double awarded. So if that run scores, that will go against Coppola and his ERA, when in reality that should be out number 3.
The 1-1 is a hard grounder that goes foul down the third base line. 1-2.
Coppola doing a great job selling back in, though, quickly working ahead, going back, not showing too much emotion, working right back into the zone.
Now the 1-2 once again. Coppola ahead in the count. The delivery is fouled back by McGee to keep his at-bat alive. 1-2.
And with that sun right over the press box there, that's undoubtedly what happened with Groves, as probably looked up into the sun. That's right behind home plate. That's a tough play for Groves, and yeah, just lost it in the sun. An awarded double for Gallagher.
Sun is shining here on a gorgeous evening in the Middle Cape. 76 degrees, a couple clouds in the sky, but it's all sunshine. 1-2 from Coppola as he delivers a pitch that stays high the entire way out of his hands, above the lettering.
Yeah, used the breaking ball to pitch before, so his eyes are looking down, and then tries to sneak in that fastball, climb the ladder a little bit, missing a little higher than he was probably hoping. You know, you want that pitch to be believable on 1-2 right there, but just climbed the ladder a little too high.
2-2, runner goes in motion. It's a tapper into left field. It's going to get into the corner, and it's going to trace out foul. It's looking like it was had a beeline to the left field foul corner, but at the last second trails away, and big foul ball there as Mason White shaded a little bit closer to center field and to Groves in the left center gap, making that a hard play to go grab for the corner.
Yeah, McGee a little bit out in front right there, breaking ball, goes out and gets it, pulls it down the left field line. That ball fading down the line. It was, I mean, not too much room over there once you get towards the foul line, so it was only a matter if it was going to stay fair or not, because that was very, very close.
2-2. It's a called strike. McGee puts his arms up thinking it was a little inside, but Coppola finds himself hit the 6th strikeout of the day, but it's 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd as the Y-D Red Sox get aboard for the first time today. And with that, we also welcome in our sideline reporter, Josie Broyles.
From the other side of the country here to play for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Manager and skipper Mitch Carricker is from California, as well as pitcher from last night, Andres Galan, who's been at the University of California, Berkeley the past 3 seasons, as well as growing up his whole life in California. So that's really where home is to him. And after talking to him, I found out that it's actually Galan's first time on the Cape, as he's never really been in this part of the East Coast before. So I assumed that it would be a culture shock for him coming all the way here. And I asked him, and he said no, that it's actually been a pretty easy adjustment to come to the Cape, to meet a bunch of new guys, and be somewhere where he's never played before. So I thought that was pretty cool to find out before the game today.
Thank you so much, Joseph. Yeah, it's part of those cool experiences that you have across the Cape. Get to see an entirely different part of the country that you never saw before. And for him, getting a little bit of the taste of New England here, as can't get it better than today.
Yeah, no doubt. And the nice thing is you have a guy coming in and across the country, never being up here before, but the great thing about it is that's a lot of these guys, a lot of new experiences, so everyone's kind of figuring it out together, and everyone's to extend into this game.
1-1 pitch has Wallace Clark skying it to left field. Ranging over to make the grab is Kim.
Yeah, ball riding on the hands of Clark. Clark is very good at working that other way. Ball just jam shot him a little bit. Ball floated out in the outfield.
4-0. Y-D leads over Hyannis here in this start of the 2-game set between these border rivals, as Yarmouth-Dennis borders the town of Barnstable, as the 0-0 pitch into Bargo misses outside 1-0.
Tennessee guy.
Yeah, big Tennessee guy who won a championship with them out in Omaha and found themselves a top college baseball. The 1-0 is upstairs and outside on Bargo, 2-0.
Can the Harbor Hawks reach the mountaintop? That's the question.
That is the question, as they have momentum going in, and just got to find yourself playoff format. 4 teams from each division in, and then able to try and get some momentum going there. Bargo skies one into right field. Ranging in for it is Tippett to make the grab for the second out.
A lot of fly balls here from the Harbor Hawks once again, just getting under it, and the balls are getting hung up in the air, and outfielders are able to coast to get under it. So Harbor Hawks may need to focus on hitting those low line drives, staying within themselves. You know, you see Aloy hit that shot to dead center field, and you know the ball. This is a smaller ballpark.
0-0 pitch to Natalo is upstairs above the lettering, 1-0.
It is a smaller ballpark, but stay within yourselves. Hit those low line drives. Do what got you to where you are with all those wins under your belt.
The 1-0 pitch is low, held on the appeal. Says DBU Patriot did not go around. 2-0.
In some way, Nico, I feel like that actually helps them in a way. With the smaller outfield, can't see it in the ball, less room for error.
2-0 is upstairs, 3-0, and Natalo on the verge of getting his second walk of the day, as it's a 3-0 count as Youngerman comes set and delivers a pitch called for a strike. Get me over pitch for the 3-1.
Yeah, not going to see any easy free passes here from Youngerman. You know, he's only walked 2 guys this far all Cape Cod season.
3-1 inside on Natalo, and now his second walk of the day, and has reached base the past 2 plate appearances, and now it brings up the Aussie, Blake Cavill.
Let's see if Blakenville can do what he did at his first at-bat against Brewster. Launched a home run in his first at-bat with the Harbor Hawks.
First pitch of his AB is inside on the Australian, and plays his spring ball with Western Kentucky and the Hilltoppers. Started out at Northwest Florida at JUCO and transferred in. Now the 1-0 is called for strike. 1-1.
Yeah, that pitch just caught the outer corner there to Seville. And I mean, it's a well-executed pitch, especially after you have the 5-pitch walk right there, and still work corners in this at-bat is so important for younger men.
1-1 is called for a strike on the outer part of the plate. Now 1-2 is Seville's behind in the count. Youngerman trying to make another inning of hitless ball. The 1-2 delivery is in the dirt, gets away from Sohm. No move from Detallo. He retreats over to back to first.
And that breaking ball is going to be his strikeout pitch. We talked about it a lot. He hasn't thrown that breaking ball for a strike very often. Loves it to start it low on that lower part of the zone, but then break it off and have it fall off the table and try to get that chase pitch.
2-2 is a strikeout looking as Blake Cavill is sent back into the dugout, not liking that one. It's a 1-2-3 inning, 4 inning for Sean Youngerman. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 4-0 Y-D to start things off.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
As we go to the bottom of the fourth, it's a great time to take a look at the standings and how they stack up. It's Wareham leading the way at 10-4 on the West, while it is the Y-D Red Sox leading the East at 10-4 as well. First pitch from Capalla back out for his 4th inning of work to Cameron Kim is fouled back into the netting for strike 0-1. And then it's Harwich, Chatham, Brewster, Orleans behind Y-D in the East. Then Catuit, Hyannis, Bourne, and Falmouth behind Wareham in the West as the Harbor Hawks trying to climb up into the standings. The 0-1 is an off-speed pitch that misses outside on Kim, 1-1.
Yeah, Kim here, he actually leads the league in sack flies coming into today's game. It's a little interesting stat for you.
1-1, foul tip back into the glove of West, 1-2. Kim here, nobody on, and trying to get himself aboard. Try and continue and increase the Red Sox lead as they lead 4-0 in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-2 from Capalla to Kim is upstairs, 2-2.
Capalla tried to climb the ladder there after throwing back-to-back breaking balls. Climbed the ladder with the fastball, just missing a little high to even the count, 2-2.
2-2, all-speed pitch. Has Kim fooled, and it's Pierce Capolla's 7th strikeout.
And that was just filthy breaking ball right there. And you can tell his breaking ball has really fooled the hitters of the Y-D Red Sox so far. They're out in front of it. And so when he can hold back and not show that breaking ball early in the count and shows up in that back end, he's really catching these Red Sox hitters off balance.
First pitch to Soms, second plate appearance is outside for a ball. 1-0 is a ball that skips onto the plate. Peel down and say Som did not go around 2-0, and had a little bit of a conversation off air between two of us, and along with Chase Avery here, and about how Pierce Capola extending in his first outing as the 2-0 is called for strike 2-1. Normally how Harbor Hawks have done it so far is you get an inning of work and relief, then you get a start, but Pierce Capola getting the start and going beyond the traditional 3 innings of starting ball, going now here for the 4th as it's a pitch upstairs that Sam can't hold off and swings by 2-2.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of guys just go 3 innings, but he has 3 in the 3rd innings and having over 70 pitches, so they're really extending Capola here in his first start here for the Harbor Hawks.
2-2 outside, 3-2, and Capola trying to work past Y-D Red Sox on a full count as they come in with a 154 batting average on the full count, and it's a walk for Charlie Sum, the second he has given to the Red Sox today.
Now batting from UCLA, center fielder number 4, Phoenix Call.
Phoenix Call led the team in stolen bases, coming into today's game with 6.
And we've seen that we've done the scouting report because you can tell when he got on base that first time, Capola really keeping him honest. I mean, threw over 4, 5, 6 times, try to keep him honest at first base, and then got the stolen base later in his second at-bat.
First pitch to Call is downstairs, 1-0. Delivery from Capola to Call is outside that. West tries to bring out into the zone. Can't get the call, 2-0. Sam on. Capola looks over to first. Turns home and deals. It's a pitch into the dirt. Now 3-0 here. Phoenix Call, and Capola at the risk of walking 2 back-to-back to bring up Will Tippett. 3-0 is called for strike. About an inch above the knees of Call. Capola comes set. 3-1 delivery is inside, and now back-to-back walks for Pierce Capola as he walks off the mound, and Mitch Carricker is out of the dugout as Hyannis is positioned down the first base line and does motion over to the bullpen. It'll be a pitching change for the Harbor Hawks, as we'll tell you about the new hurler when we come back.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Who
is this?
It is Casey Hintz, who they call into from the bullpen, the two-way guy from Arizona here, Nico.
Yeah, this will be his 4th appearance for the Harbor Hawks. Got that one start on the game we thought was going to be a rain delay. Ended up playing the full 9, but did get the start there. 5 2/3 innings thrown so far for the Harbor Hawks. Going to be a sinker, slider, change mix guy. This guy, high 80s, low 90s. Going to throw a sinker ball, not really much of a fastball. Sidearm delivery, everything's going to have that downward tilt to it. So this is going to be a guy who's going to produce a lot of ground ball outs. And that slider, it's got insane horizontal movement. He's got a lot of right to left movement. That ball is a frisbee coming out of his hand. And that changeup, it plays so nicely off that sinker. Same motion, it's going to have that downward tilt, but a little bit of velo off it. This is a guy who keeps hitters off balance very well.
At Jackson West switching up the glove with Casey Hintz coming in. They looked at Camden Janik's glove for a hot sec. Doesn't really fit him, and then they grab another one. Mitch Carricker giving him the glove, and the manager, extensive catching career at both Fresno City College, where he now coaches, as well as at Oregon, where he was a catcher for them for 3 seasons with the Ducks, as Jackson West goes to the all-black glove to catch now the right Hintz. What do you need to see from Hintz here to really have some confidence in him and get the Harbor Hawks back into the dugout?
Casey Hintz from Lakewood, Illinois, not too far from my neck of the woods.
The Chicago native, Chase Avery.
It's going to be so important for Casey Hintz to put up zeros here, get the Harbor Hawks bats back up, and put up a lot of zeros and get some momentum there. Try to eat up these middle innings. Try not to go back to that bullpen here until the later stages of the game. So look for him to go right after the Red Sox hitters. Try to get a bunch of zeros and make them quick. Try to get these Harbor Hawks back in the lineup.
Will Tippett here to take, as it will be a pinch hitter, as it's Jonathan Kim now stepping in for Will Tippett in this pinch hit. As the first pitch to Kim is called for strike. Now the 0-1 from the sidearm is outside 1-1.
And with Jonathan Kim up, it's going to be a righty versus lefty matchup. Kim's a left-handed hitter from Michigan.
Out of Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. 1-1 with Hintz looking back to second on Saw. Still looking back there, and now the 1-1 is outside and away, 2-1. Kim right now batting 115 on the summer through his 26 at-bats. Slow grounder over to Wallace Clark at second. Sidearm throw over to Cavill is there for the second out. Runners advance 90 feet, putting 2 in scoring position.
And that's what Casey Hintz is going to do. It's going to be a lot of ground balls. That sinker is going to go miss barrel when a guy swings. That ball having that downward tilt is going to hit the bottom of the barrel, produces a lot of ground balls, and a lot of double plays happen when you have single ballers there, but that chopper was just too slow. Wallace Clark making the good play, ranging his way towards first base and getting the sure out.
Easton Carmichael now into the batter's box as he skies one to center field, ranging over to his throwing shoulder is Groves, gets under it in left center field and makes a grab. Hintz comes in and gets out of the jam. It's still 4-0 as we go to the 5th here between Y-D and Hyannis.
I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
It's Mason White, Nick Groves, and Jackson West. 7, 8, and 9 batters to take on Sean Youngerman for another inning. Now working into his 5th inning, as it's a slow tapper that goes foul just beyond the first base bag off of White's bat. 0-1.
Mason White, another Arizona guy. We got 2 U of A guys on this team, as well as 2 Florida State players, I believe.
Yeah, one being Casey Hintz, the new pitcher for the Harbor Hawks, as the 0-1 misses outside 1-1 on White, while you have Alex Lodi's over at shortstop today, along with Jackson West, the catcher behind home plate. The 2 Florida State Seminoles onto the roster. The 1-1 pitch is fouled off by White. Now 1-2 as Y-D Red Sox lead 4-0 here in the top of the 5th. Alongside Chase Avery, Nico Sharp, I'm Jacob Irons. Here on this 4th of July Eve broadcast, in a 2-game set. 1-2 is a grounder deep into the hole is Gallagher, who's there fielding it from the skirt of the outfield and makes the grab and fires to Carmichael at first for the out.
And that's something I was just going to mention right before that pitch was thrown, but as soon as there was an 0-1 count there at Mason White, a big, strong pull side lefty hitter. The infield shifted over. The second baseman in Gallagher was played a bit back more towards right field, so Mason White, that big, strong pull side swing, which is an easy, routine ground ball for Gallagher in deep right field.
Nick Groves looks at a called strike as Youngerman continues to be efficient and effective so far, as 62 pitches, 33 are strikes. Pitch that is low and inside on 1-1 pitch, upstairs high above his head, 2-1.
And Youngerman does a great job of mixing up eye level. He buries the curveball a lot, but then likes to elevate the fastball and try to get that swing.
2-1 is tapped into the trees down the third base line and above the Y-D Red Sox dugout. Here with fans everywhere that you can park a lawn chair this evening.
And with Youngerman throwing that fastball down the zone, it opens up that curveball. But
as the pitch is low, 3-2.
Yeah, so it opens up a lot of different ideas right there. Went fastball low, thrown right there. So this is a guy who trusts all of his pitches here, even with the 3-2 count. His whole arsenal is available here.
Payoff pitch on the 3-2 as Groves swings by on it. It's the 3rd strikeout for Youngerman as he continues to be so effective.
Nick Groves, I believe, is the only player that we have from Canada.
Correct.
Attended high school in Ontario.
Yes, the Ontario Canadian excited about the fact that he's able to go to the Big Ten after watching it from afar and across the border for so long, as first pitch to Jackson West skips in front of the plate. 1-0.
And as we've entered the middle stage of this game, so far you can tell Youngerman is going to try to use that breaking ball as the chase pitch. And so far the Harbor Hawks seem to be having figured that out and leaving it down the zone.
Slow roller over to Gallagher at second. Sidearm throw from the fourth position on the field. Goes to Carmichael for the third out. And with that, we welcome in the Donut Burger waiting, Matt Coates.
Thank you for that, Jacob. Guys, everyone comes to the baseball game looking for one thing. You know what that is? That's the home run ball. And over the past few years, Red Wilson Field has been no stranger to the home run. Last year, the Y-D Red Sox, very own Hunter Hines, led the Cape Cod Baseball League with 13 home runs. The Mississippi State Slugger helped lead Y-D to be the top-seeded team in the Eastern Division heading into the playoffs. This year, Red Sox still have some hot power in their bats. Unfortunately, we saw Viheva Aloy send his fourth homer of the season deep over the wall in center field today, which put him on pace for just over 10 homers this summer. His teammate, Ethan Petrie, has only played in 5 games, but already has 9 hits and 2 home runs. Guys, I think after seeing that Aloy shot leave the park, the Harbor Hawks are due to get their own ball falling over the wall, get us back in this game and get the juju rolling. And guys, I do have to address the rumors. Jacob Irons mentioned it. There will be a donut burger review coming later in this game, so please make sure you stay tuned to the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network so you can hear that.
It has arrived, Matt Coates. It looks ready. It looks right there, and it is right there for you. Maybe we'll have to get you on a little earlier in the game so it doesn't go cold on you.
We might have to.
All right, we'll keep you updated for that as Casey Kint comes back out for another inning of work and is trying to shore things up and get the Harbor Hawks back into the dugout. And, hey, you are still looking at this donut burger here, Nico Sharp.
And I remember looking at last year, it's just such an interesting situation for those back home who can't see it.
Hold it up.
It is a burger with donuts as the buns. Super interesting. It's a glazed donut, and it's got the burger meat with cheese on it and bacon. So super interesting look. And Youngerman's pitch count getting into the 70s so far, but you can imagine.
1-1 rolled over to Lodi's at shortstop. Takes a hop into it and throws, and it's a skipper that Cavill's able to dig out of the dirt for the first down.
Well, you can imagine for Sean Youngerman, 5 innings pitched so far, keeping a bunch of zeros for the Harbor Hawks. We got 0 hits, which obviously means 0 runs. 2 guys walked, 4 strikeouts. This guy who's been dealing so far and missing barrel for the Harbor Hawks. So pitch count is getting into the 70s, but interested to see if they do pull the trigger and go to the bullpen.
Eva Aloy looks at a called strike from Hint. 0-1. And it's really been that long ball that Matt Coates mentioned from Aloy that really changed the dynamic of this one. He fans on the next pitch he sees for an 0-2. And it's that 3-run shot that's been the difference maker as Y-D leads 4-0 here with 4 hits to their name. Now the 0-2 from Hintz. Sent over and by the picnic tables here at Red Wilson Field to keep Aloy's at-bat alive. 0-2.
Yeah, his last home run, it looked like it was a routine fly ball, but it just had so much backspin, and with the wind blowing out, it just carried. That center field's also not that deep.
0-2 sends another one by the picnic tables to keep his at-bat alive. And here at one of the shorter ballparks on the Cape Cod Baseball League, center field always feels a little more attainable than the corners do with how it juts in with the community right behind center field, and it's a breaking ball that Casey Hintz goes to strike out Aloy.
Beautiful pitch right there. Looks like he went to the Frisbee right there, that slider. It's a great pitch, and Aloy, that ball has so much movement where that ball probably started behind him and worked all the way away and missed away. But Aloy, big swing right there, try to get extended, cut out front of his front foot, tries to get some wood on it, just comes up empty.
Casey Hintz trying to pitch the Harbor Hawks' first 1-2-3 inning of today's ball game if he's able to get Gavin Gallagher out here as Gallagher looks at a called strike. Gallagher had a double and was left stranded back in the third. 0-1. It's an off-speed pitch that Gallagher was ahead on, 0-2.
Pretty nasty breaking ball there from Hintz. Just dropped off the face of the earth right that last second.
0-2 is a ring up looking on Gavin Gallagher, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Casey Hintz. He comes in and has put out the fire so far. Harbor Hawks trying to start a fire themselves as we go to the 6th.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
34 2/3 inning, thrown for Georgia Tech this past spring. 6 starts out of 13 appearances. That's another guy who's in his first appearance for the Y-D Red Sox this summer.
Kane Kepley leads things off here on the top of the 6th. 0-1 pitch. Misses outside 1-1. Kane Kepley trying to extend his 14-game on-base streak here. He's flown out to right field and left in his past 2 at-bats so far today. Harbor Hawks trying to create some movement on the base paths as they've been held hitless up until this point so far. It's a pitch inside to Kepley, 2-1. Can Carson Ballard continue on the stellar performance Sean Youngerman put together? 2-1, called for a strike at the knees of Kepley. Kepley not a fan of that call.
Jake, if there's anyone you want on base right now, it's Kepley. This kid, he runs the hardest out of anyone on this team. Just from watching these games, he is a monster on the base paths. And him and Sean Riley, our hitting coach, they get along well. And I always see them cracking jokes. But if there's anyone on this team to light a spark right here on base, it'd be this kid.
2-2 misses upstairs by Kepley's eyes. Now the 3-2 is a liner deep into the hole once again to Gallagher at second base. And it's a routine ground out for Kane Kepley in his 3rd at-bat of the day.
That's a good swing right there. Hard ground ball, 1 hopper to the second baseman Gallagher, but just right to him, unfortunately. But got a good swing off, pull side. And it was just a nice candy hop for Gallagher. And it ended up being a routine play, but hard exit velo.
Lodis fouls one by Red Sox dugout down the third baseline, 0-1. And he got his first game of the summer yesterday. He talked about it with his 3-for-4 day with a run in there. And he was itching to get back to playing baseball. It was the first time in 3 weeks that he had played as the 0-1 pitch brushes him away. That goes up by his face and moves his head out of the path of the ball, 1-1. And he's excited just to get back to swinging and playing the game he so dearly loves. The 1-1 is a pitch low in the zone that Lodis swings through on, 1-2.
Breaking ball just fell off the table right there. Started away, looked like it was going to catch the corner of the zone. Lodis takes a nice, healthy swing at it, but then that ball just breaks off the plate.
1-2. Outside now 2-2.
Lodi's played for the Ashboro Zookeepers, the Coastal Plain League in North Carolina last summer. So
2-2 to Lodi's is blooped over the netting and down by the picnic tables once again. 2-2. And when you're eating that donut burger, head's got to be on a swivel.
Yeah, got to be careful. Is Matt Coates over there? Is he okay? Someone check on our sideline reporter, Matt Coates.
Who's still waiting in line for this donut burger. The 2-2 to come to Lodi's is a number that fouls off his shin guard on his lead left foot as he's a little ginger after the play. Lodi's cousin over on Chatham, and excited for that matchup when these two teams meet up later down a road here. And for Lodi's, sports management major at Florida State. Now the 2-2. As the kick comes and Lodi's is out in front of it. He swings through, and it's a strikeout for Carson Ballard. Now Wallace Clark, the switch hitting batter for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks.
Ballard really going down in the den with that breaking ball through 3 right there to Lodi's. And that's what he got the strikeout swinging on.
First pitch to Clark, misses outside 1-0, and the second has a firm ball low in the zone that Clark swings through on. 1-1 is called for a strike on the outer part of the plate.
And that breaking ball looks to be Carson Ballard's pitch. Threw it down the zone for a chase pitch and then backdoors it right there. Back-to-back pitches to Wallace Clark.
The 1-2 is a ball that skips 2 feet in front of the dirt for the 2-2.
That's 4 in a row right there. And he spiked 2 of them in the dirt, and then he's done 2 backdoor.
Carson Ballard, Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket, has one get grounded by Wallace Clark over to Carmichael at first base. Steps on the bag himself for the out. It's another 1-2-3 inning, and the Harbor Hawks are still hitless here going into the bottom of the 6th. And with that, we welcome in our lovely Josie Broyles.
Thanks, guys. I just stood in line for the infamous donut burger that other sideline reporter Matt Coates may have a little bit more on later. But last time these two teams faced each other, the Hawks were able to pull out an 8-0 shutout, which was awesome. But they were able to pull it mostly together in the 6th inning, which we're in right now. But the Hawks are still here with no hits on the board. But we have been in similar situations this season, and they've seemed to be able to pull it together. But it's a little iffy this time. We have seen a little bit of drawback in the hits and pitching in this game. But see how it goes. They are able to come back. So let's see what happens.
We'll see what happens indeed, Josie. There's still a lot of baseball left to be played here between these two sides as we go into the home half of the 6th. It's Casey Hintz trying to continue on his stellar outing as still waiting on that donut burger from Matt Coates. As everyone, this thing maybe has more anticipation than we've ever had on a broadcast before. It's not a new player, but rather it's a concession stand item.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear where they're on air. We've talked about it a couple of times, but if you're here, I mean, you can't go without not hearing it. You hear it over the press box, them announcing it a couple of times. So this is very famous, and I don't know, it's kind of intriguing a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, we're going to have you try it as Casey Hintz will tackle Cade McGee, Cameron Kim, and Charlie Sohm. 7, 8, and 9 batters here for the Red Sox. Hintz trying to stay ahead in counts and work effective so far since he's come in, and he's retired 5 straight. First pitch called for a strike against Cade McGee.
I think the only thing that would complete the donut burger is a campfire milkshake, like a chocolate milkshake with the donut burger.
0-1, misses outside 1-1. What? Do you know what a campfire? I have no idea what a campfire milkshake
the
is.
Chicago White Sox sell this milkshake. It's called a Camp Shake milkshake.
Okay.
Campfire milkshake. It's like a.
The 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball that stays outside 2-1.
It's a chocolate milkshake, but they put marshmallows, like roasted marshmallows, on top of it.
Yeah, you lost me on the marshmallow. Not a marshmallow guy. 2-1 is a fastball that dials up. That has McGee swings through 2-2.
Really, not a Mallow guy, huh?
No. The only time I'll ever think about it is a s'mores. If then, I'm still iffy. The 2-2 is a pitch up in the zone that McGee can't make contact on. And Casey Hint, since making the jog from the bullpen, has retired 6 straight.
Yeah, love the way he attacked the Red Raider right there. Worked. First 3 pitches was that frisbee slider, flipped those over a couple times. Then that sinker that tops out in the low 90s looks that much harder when you throw that big ranging slider.
First pitch to Kim is called for strike from Hintz, and now it's 3 straight strikeouts for Casey Hintz. If we go back to the bottom of the 5th, 0-1 pitch in the dirt, 1-1.
In the same way Carson Ballard was attacking with those breaking balls early and going right after the Harbor Hawks, Casey Hintz loves to use that slider against the Red Sox.
1-1, Tapper over Wallace Clark at second base. Shuffles over about a foot or two and then fires to Cavill for the second half.
And that's what that sinker does. It's gonna allow a lot of ground balls, and when guys are trying to use their hands and work the other way, it's just gonna have that downward tilt and go and miss barrel and hit the bottom of it. Gonna create a lot of those choppy ground balls.
0-0. Pitch to Som is called for strike. Som in his last plate appearance worked a walk. Back in the 4th. 0-1 pitch is a grounder out of the reach of Clark and rolls over to Kepley in right field. And it's the first Red Sox to get aboard versus Casey Hintz.
Hintz has done a good job at getting those ground balls. That one just poked through the right side. Couldn't get to it.
Yeah, it's a great swing there by Som. Inside out swing, uses hands, put it in between the first and second baseman, Seville and Clark. Able to find a way on with 2 outs.
0-0 pitch inside on Phoenix Cole. Cole has started the day off with a single and was hit by a pitch and came around to be the first run of the day for the Red Sox. 1-0, bunt shown, pulled back. Hintz came crashing in himself. And no call down on the offer. They check on the appeal and say call did not go around.
Very late appeal there. About 3 to 5 seconds, I would say, in between.
Now the 2-0 gets called strike, 2-1.
Yeah, I think, the dugout and Mitch Carricker were asking, we wanted the called strike. Where was that pitch? We're not asking necessarily for an appeal, but that pitch looked like it did catch most of the zone. Barely missed low.
2-1 is grounded foul down by the on base circle, with John Kim getting warm here in Phoenix calls at bat, but Deucer Wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here we're in the home half of the 6th. Hintz delivers a pitch that is sent into shallow right field. Wallace Clark backtracks into right center and positions himself under it for the grab. It's a 1-2-3-4 inning for Casey Hintz. We go to the back half of this one with the Red Sox leading 4-0.
I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. and you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
New call to the bullpen here. It's Ryan Sprock making the jog out, and it's a great time to remind you, if you live on Cape Cod or know someone who does, tell them to host a Hawk. The Harbor Hawks are in need of host families as the 2024 season continues, and we need your help. Email us today at harborhawks@gmail.com to join our family.
And it will be number 29, Ryan Sprock from Elon. The junior originally from New Jersey, stands at 5 foot 10 inches tall. And based off what we saw there on warm-ups, he's going to be a guy that's kind of like Ballard. Threw that hard-breaking slider, and he threw that almost 5 out of the 8 pitches, the warm-up pitch he had in between innings.
First pitch to Bargo is a swinging strike, 0-1.
That fastball just flies out of his hand right there, and that's going to be one that's going to get on you quickly. Not a too tall a frame, 5'10", but that ball that fastball flies out of his hand.
0-1 is breaking ball, and Bargo swings through again, 0-2.
At this point in the game, it's not out of reach. You're only down 4, got a couple more innings, but you got to extend these at bats. You can't go down with 3 pitches or anything under, really.
0-2 is in the dirt, 1-2.
You have to give your team a chance to put pressure on the defense, put pressure on these pitchers.
1-2 is a swinging strikeout for Dalton Bargo as Ryan Sprock picks up his first out, which is the strikeout.
And that's another slider there from Ryan Sprock. Flipped it over, and that was a big swing from Bargo, just comes up empty.
And now Michael Vitalo stands in the righty's batter's box. Deal from Sprock. Gets off the glove of Sum. 1-0.
He's flipped. A majority slider so far, only shown 1 fastball, and that was the first pitch to Bargo.
1-0 is in the dirt on the breaking ball on the appeal. So Vitalo did not go, and now it's 2-0. Vitalo's been on base twice in his past 2 plate appearances, both via the walk, and gunning for another one here is he's ahead 3-0. Pitch is low, 3-0.
After flipping the 2 breaking balls, tries to go fastball there low in the zone. Just missed a little too far low. Vitalo able to take it down in the zone, 3-0.
Michael Vitalo works now his 3rd straight walk of the day as the pitch skips in front of the batter's box. Now with him aboard, what can Blake Cavill do to try and create some momentum for the Harbor Hawks as Hyannis still looks for their first hit of the day. And now needing on the mound to happen with Sprock, and a pitching coach of the Red Sox.
Nico, what do you think their coach is telling him here? Do you think he's trying to get him to get a double play ball here?
Yeah, I could probably just bear down right there, worked the 4-pitch walk, and kind of spiked all this stuff, fastball missing down, maybe just talking to him through it. Hey, calm it down here. Hey, we've held him hitless so far. But also with that, there's also a guy, right-handed Nolan Silver in the bullpen. Maybe give his arm a couple extra moments to get loose here. You know, Ryan Sprock struggling so far with finding his pitch, his fastball and his slider and for his arm slot so far. So give the bullpen a little bit of time to warm up, but also tell your pitcher, hey, go right after these guys. And we found success with that so far this game.
First pitch to Cavill is outside, 1-0. Cavill flew out in the second, struck out looking in the fourth. One-0. It's called for a strike. 1-1 on Cavill.
He's going to continue to flip those breaking balls over and over and over again to these Harbor Hawk hitters. Only thrown 2 or 3 fastballs so far in his third at-bat.
1-1 pitch, leg kick. Cavill will be said he went around on it. 1-2.
Little shift going on here.
Yeah, is now Aloy. Motions over beyond the second base bag, along with McGee, the third baseman, playing the traditional shortstop position. 1-2, fouled back off the home plate umpire, and Sam takes a look.
We haven't seen much of this yet in many of our games. The use of this shift like this, the left side of the field is completely open.
And now the 1-2 from Sprock. He hangs his arm, comes back set. 1-2 delivery is in the dirt, gets away from Sam, and Ditalo takes the turn around third, and he'll be able to advance 90 feet to second.
Ditalo actually thought about third there. McGee was playing pretty close to the bag at second, and no one was covering third base. He looked over to see if he could maybe beat McGee down at third base, but decided to hold up at second.
Now with a runner on second, it changes the shift. It keeps Loy right up the middle behind the second base bag, and has McGee holding tight to third base, around 20 feet around, as Cavill gets spun around, swinging through it, and it's 2 away with a runner on second.
And that is another breaking ball there from Sprock, and once again, he's going to keep flipping those in, and until the Harbor Hawks prove that they can go out in front and get in and get under the baseball, he's going to continue to throw those, and only showing very few fastballs. And that breaking ball has got to have a lot of movement to it, because he's throwing that 95% of the time, and he's missing bat every single time.
Mason White now stands in, and he looks at a called strike on the inner part of the plate, 0-1. And Hyannis still trying to find their first hit of the day. It's the Red Sox leading 4-0 here in the top of the 7th. Don't go anywhere, though, as it's stretch time here at Red Wilson Field. It'll be the stretch time of the stomachs for Matt Coates, who puts down the donut burger, as the 0-1 is into the dirt, 0-2. And now Mason White is behind. And the Red Sox looking to try and keep Hyannis hitless going into the 8th. 0-2 delivery is low, held on by White to watch the ball go by, 1-2.
First 2 pitches were fastballs there to the left-handed hitter Mason White. He's been attacking those sliders early, but decides to reverse it there to Mason White. 2 explosive fastballs down in the zone. Works really well down. Doesn't leave the ball up in the zone too much.
2-2 is upstairs and away from Mason White. Mason White, who never had a ball go out, has always wanted to have one go out here after he played with Brewster last summer. Found one back into the brick wall and catches a piece of Som, and he is slow to get up. And now he is shaken, and Scott Pickler is out to check on their catcher, and he grabs his glove hand in left side.
Yeah, it's a stinger. Foul tip. Misses the glove. Caught him right on the wrist. So that's going to be a stinger right there. And, yeah, Som just working his grip right there. But, yeah, that's going to be a stinger right off the wrist bone.
Athletic training staff now tending to him to take a look at how his wrist fares here on this gorgeous Wednesday evening for the start of the long weekend for many across Cape Cod. Hyannis Harbor Hawks have back-to-back home games tomorrow and Friday, and you can catch them all here on the Hyannis Harbor Hawks Baseball Network, both of them starting at 6 o'clock. First pitch from Sprock is upstairs, and it was just a warm-up pitch there that he came out of the squat for to test out the wrist. Now Mason White will settle in and get ready to continue his AB. Two-two delivery to full.
Yeah, great job there for Mason White not to extend the zone right there, but that ball just missing up and away. And we've seen that pitch get called a strike before, but that ball just missing the plate.
With the 3-2 and the 2 outs, Talo will be on the move. It's a swing and a miss. And Mason White goes down swinging. And it is a pitching gem here for the Y-D Red Sox. But now it is time for the elusive Donut Burger, and we welcome in Matt Coates after much anticipation. Matt Coates is ready to go for it with our assistant general manager, Mazdak Devar.
Jacob Irons here at Red Wilson Field. You snooze, you lose. I get up there in line. Sorry, we're all out of the normal donut burger. For those who don't know, traditional donut burger. It's a glazed donut, a burger with or without cheese, depending on your preference, and bacon. It's a burger I had last year in my first experience here. This year, however, we're back with a new variation. This would be the Screamer Donut Burger.
Whoa.
This time, our broadcast will eat first. Boston cream donut, burger with cheese. Of course, the meal comes with a bag of chips. So, one on Cape Cod chips there, waiting side first. I'm going to take a bite, hold the mic respectfully away from my face so you don't have to listen to me chew, as well our assistant general manager, and we'll give you the review. Sound good, guys?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm fascinated on the Boston cream donut. It's my favorite donut, and now I just don't know how will it do as a bun. It seems pretty sturdy. But what do we got here? That's the question that we're going to – oh, there's a lot of dough there.
Yeah, Matt's took a big bite right there. Big.
It's an absolute steal.
$12. It's a steal. All right. Who knew?
Now listen, guys. I've had plenty of conversations about the donut burger since being here today and since the week leading up to my arrival here at Red Wilson Field, guys. And what you have to say is such a unique combination. Today, switching it up with the Boston cream donut, Jacob, also my favorite donut out of the bunch. Guys, it's a must-try if you're here at Red Wilson Field. Unique combination. If you like donuts, if you like burgers, you're going to need to try it. Listen, is it the best burger you've had in your life? No, not quite. But when you add a donut and you add a burger together, it's a match made in heaven. I talked to the man who served me the burger, absolutely fine gentleman here. He told me he's actually the one credited for bringing the donut burger back. And years past, they had the donut burger. Then it went away, and he's like, what are we doing, guys? Last year, the donut burger came back, and it's been a huge success. Guys, I hopped in line in the middle of the 5th inning. Must have been there for about 7 outs just trying to get myself a burger. Great concession stand, great donut burger. Guys, I might have to come back for a 3rd year just to try the jelly donut. Phenomenal. Shout out the Y-D Red Sox, great idea. And one last shout out to my good deed goes unpunished. If you like the donut burger so much, why don't you prepare them and hand them out to the fans? And there he is sitting there doing that today. So guys, when you're on Cape, when you're here at Red Wilson Field, make sure you get one of those 3 donut burgers.
Yeah, it is one of those must-try after John Kim was in the 3-0. It's Casey Hintz battling back to strike him out with a put-away pitch down into the dirt there, and a big strikeout. And we continue on here in the bottom of the 7th. As Easton Carmichael steps in as Hintz delivers us 0-1.
Tips, but he did a great job and threw that frisbee in there for a strike 3, but really showing his whole arsenal right there, going back and forth. But that's a great job by Casey Hintz to bear down and get out number 1.
Second pitch to Carmichael is fouled away into the netting. A little bit. Now 1-2.
Could be a setup pitch there. Climb the ladder.
1-2 on the off speeds, able to get Carmichael ahead on it. It's now back-to-back strikeouts to lead the bottom of the 7th off for Casey Hintz.
And that's exactly what you set up for. You throw that fastball up in the zone, get the hitter's eye level to raise up there a little bit, and you drop that nasty horizontally breaking slider and get the strikeout swinging.
It's a pitch that is called for strike on the appeal. They'll say Ethan Petrie went around 0-1. And Casey Hintz, since coming in, has done his job, only allowing 1 to find themselves on the base paths, and it was off a weak ground ball that was just out of the reach of Clark and Cavill on the right side of the infield. Second pitch to Petrie is in the dirt, 1-1, and now a 1-1 pitch is low, below the knees, 2-1.
Petrie had 17 multi-hit games this past spring at South Carolina.
Now the 2-1 is called for strike. Once again, Casey Hintz finds himself in a 2-2 count, opening up the arsenal. 2-2 delivery is just outside off the plate, loading the count full. Missing by a mere couple of inches. Now the payoff pitch from Hintz is a breaking ball that has Petrie swing through on, and it's a 3-strikeout inning for Casey Hintz. The hurler from Arizona is dotting up individuals. We go to the 8th. It's 4-0 Y-D. Harbor Hawks still hitless.
I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Majority of our students live on campus, and you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality and everything.
You need to be seen for a minor illness or injury. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
It's 1/2 inning that really stands alone from the rest. It was the bottom of the 4th for the Y-D Red Sox, who have played at all 4 of their runs. Hyannis still hitless as we go to the 8th. It's Nick Groves leading things off. First pitch from Sprock misses high, 1-0.
Sprock has that electric fastball. The ball just flies out of his hand. Again, not a guy of huge stature, but that guy very aggressive in his motion.
1-0 is inside, but is called for strike as Nick Groves gets out of the box and walks around for a quick sack. 1-1.
Yeah, didn't love that call. That ball, fastball was high and tight, but appearing just to catch the inner part of the corner.
1-1 outside, 2-1 on Nick Groves, who has a flyout and a strikeout so far today. Swing and a miss as Nick Groves swings through it. Now it's Jackson West, the 9-hole hitter, who steps up. He's had a flyout and a ground out. When you look at the time of today's game, as the first pitch to West is low, just passing 2-hour mark. It's 2 hours and 9 minutes as we stand here on the top of the 8th. Both teams, no one really separating themselves besides that third inning, and Y-D was able to get a 3-run shot, and it's a pitch that is called for a strike. Home plate umpire not a fan.
Yeah, breaking ball down in the zone. Once again, Harbor Hawks thought it was low.
Pitch outside, 2-1.
Yeah, and as the sun starts to set, we see these shadows roll in. No batter's eye at this field. I think players are having a little bit of difficulty seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand.
And now with the 2-1, here to come to Jackson West. Fly ball, and Kim will give it a look, but it will go foul into the Y-D Red Sox bullpen. Not a lot of foul territory here down either side at Red Wilson Field. If you can get it high enough, it'll be out of play pretty quick. Now the 2 from Sprock. He deals. Pitch that is rung up on Jackson West, and West can't believe it.
Very delayed call there. A good solid 2 seconds after catcher caught that ball.
And now it's strikeout looking for Kane Kepley. He's trying to lengthen this half inning.
Yeah, that breaking ball looked to be out and away. It kind of left me speechless right there. That ball looked up, and the catcher literally had to bring it down. Ball looked up and away, and came up and away here, but appearing just to catch that corner for umpire behind home plate.
1-0 is low, and now the 2-0 is low once again to Kepley. Kepley trying to extend his 14-game on-base streak here in this at-bat, which could be his last as he looks at a strike. 2-1.
Yeah, so far the Red Sox doing a great job against this left-handed hitting lineup so far. Only 2 guys in the right-handers batter's box for the Harbor Hawks, and Lodis and Datalo. All the rest are stacked in left-handed hitters. Wallace Clark, obviously a switch hitter, but staying in the left-handed batter's box in today's matchup.
(3-1) is smashed foul and out by the Harbor Hawks bullpen down the right field line. Now the payoff pitch to come to Kepley as Sprock looks try and make it 5 straight strikeouts going back to the top of the 7th. It's a slow roller over to Gallagher at second base, and Kepley is out via the ground out once again. Go to the bottom of the 8th, it's 4-0. Y-D over Hyannis.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game. And have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bork Heating and Cooling for installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
Hyannis Harbor Hawks call on Drake Meeks to make his first appearance of the summer. The Southern
changeup, cutter, and a slider in behind it. The fastball got a nice changeup going behind it, working on that cutter and slider to work both off each other. So this is the guy, if he can get all the pitches clicking and get them all going, this is the guy who's going to cause a lot of problems for the Cape Cod baseball season.
And is still hitless here as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Teams will get back at it tomorrow, 6 p.m. You can catch that one right back here on the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network. 0-0 pitch, and first pitch from Meeks is in for strike on Aloy.
According to Perfect Game, Drake Meeks was the #1 right-handed pitcher in the class of 2023 out of the state of Alabama.
0-1 is left upstairs, but Loy's out in front of it and fouls it away.
Fastball up a little bit higher here, so it opens up opportunities if he wants to go to his secondary pitches.
0-2 upstairs again, fouled away, just creeping out and heading by the gate here at Red Wilson Field, and Loy's doing his best. Foul off some high velo pitches. 0-2 pitch, off speed. It's down in the dirt, 1-2.
He's able to check his swing right there. First breaking ball we've seen from Drake Meeks. Missing down in the zone.
1-2. Oh, that's fouled away by Evo Aloy, who has this game from a 1-run lead now to a 4-run lead. That I'm back in the third, but it's been great pitching by both sides so far. And on the appeal after Aloy gets fooled with a pitch into the dirt, he does go around for the strikeout to lead off Drake Meeks' summer.
Great first at bat there for Drake Meeks. We saw a lot of good things right there, working the fastball high to low, broke off a couple breaking balls right there, gets Aloy with a big swing right there to strike him out.
Join the Hyannis Harbor Hawks players and coaches for movie night at McKeon Park on July 15th at 8 p.m. Bring blankets and chairs and take a seat in the McKeon Park outfield to watch a movie under the lights. Meet your favorite Harbor Hawks as you enjoy the food and a good time. That's July 15th at 8 p.m. for movie night at McKeon Park. It's a firm fastball that has Gallagher swinging and missing, 0-1.
A lot of buzz about that movie night. A lot of people talking about it, pretty excited about it.
Now the 0-1 is low fastball, 1-1.
I'm excited for those fireworks after the 4th of July. Apparently you can see them out in center field, past our field.
Well, we didn't have a 4th of July game last year, so we'll have to find out after it got rained out last year. Now the 1-1 with the leg kick from Meeks is into the dirt. 2-1 on the appeal. He did not go around, so Really excited. First time. Looks like beautiful conditions, like it will be all weekend long here on Cape Cod. One of the premier holidays on vacation land of Massachusetts. Pitches upstairs, 3-1 on Gallagher. As Meek settles on the rubber, kicks and fires. 3-1 is sent into the right center field gap. Kepley ranging out for, can't make the grab, and turning quickly and standing on second base is Gallagher. And it's a big hit for Gallagher and the Y-D Red Sox, trying to increase their lead.
Kepley was right there. I think the sun definitely played a role in that drop right there. He got under it, just put his arm up. Ball went right over it, but I think if the sun wasn't angled at where it is right now, I think he could have caught that ball.
And that's what happens right there when you get behind the count. When you're 3-1, you get into a hitter's count. That's when you get an A swing right there, which you saw from Gallagher, able to push that ball hard line drive into right field. And just like you said, Chase Avery, sun could have definitely played a factor over there.
0-0 pitch is outside, 1-0 on Cade McGee, who's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a line out. That Pierce Capolo is able to stab out of the air. 1-0 in the dirt, now 2-0. Drake Meeks trying to find the strike zone here. After working around it. Back in Gallagher's at bat. What does he dial up here on the 2-0? Pitch upstairs, 3-0.
Yeah, Meeks, high velocity pitcher. He will be supplying the power, so I think we'll see a lot of these Y-D batters shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up on the bat.
Is called for strike. 3-1. Meeks spent the start of the summer at Southern Miss workshopping and trying to find the ball as it's a swing, and it's a interference off the bat, and they'll send Gallagher back as he was in motion, and it was a throw from West on the stealing Gallagher, who pops up, and it hits off the bat of Gallagher, who's standing in, and they'll call interference, and they'll send him back, and now they're going to call in the umpiring crew to have a conference together.
It's going to be an interesting call here with Cade McGee taking a big swing right there, and it looks like he hit off the bat maybe. Jackson West come up with a quick pop-up, throws it down to third base. And, yeah, the ball kicked into the dugout of Y-D. It's going to be an interesting call here as it was a bang-bang play, but looked to be just a normal swing from Cade McGee.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think that the rule is that you have to make an attempt to get.
Won't be called out.
But could it be on, I don't know here, Nico. This one's a rule book. You have to really dig deep into it, because
so by rule, whenever so you see a lot of times more happen at second base than third, but when the hitter swings and he kind of falls over home plate, that is when the time when they may call both guys out.
Yeah.
And that's when you see that happen a lot. It's very rare it comes in at third base, and
Scott Pickler still trying to get an ear, nonetheless, on the interference against McGee. And now after the out, it brings up Cameron Kim after the lengthy conversation. And Gallagher stands at second.
And now, after that long conversation, it'll be a pinch hitter, number 24, Jackson Chirello.
Nothing pitch is low on Torello. Pinch hitter from Kennesaw State. Pitch is swung through on in the dirt by Torello. Batted .290 for Kennesaw State, all-tournament team. And so far, batting .333 through his 27 at-bats of the summer. The 1-1 is below the knees. 2-1.
2-1 here. Pretty tall left-handed batter in Torello, 6'6". And he doesn't really get much into his legs. Going to stand pretty tall up there. So that's a tall batter over there in the left-hander batter's box.
2-1, swing and a miss. Evening the count to 2 apiece. And big pitch here to come from Drake Meeks. Two is upstairs and away, 3-2. Now a full count here to Torello.
Meeks really reared back and tried to overpower him right there, just putting too much into it. Matt Coates' car, if he would have kept his car over there earlier, Matt Coates pulls up to the facility and he's like, oh, I wonder why these first 2 rows are empty. Parks right in front, right in territory where, the windshield would have been gone, but you know, after second thought, he does move his car.
1-1 misses low, 2-1. Second thought, it was us being like, Matt, move the car. You're gonna walk home with a dent. You might need Safe Light to come here.
And I have a pretty hilarious video. I took it of him, and I pan over to the right, and it's just completely empty. And that first row, it's just his car right front and center.
2-1 from Meeks. The fastball that Psalms out in front of 2-2. Hey, gotta give him credit all the world. Recognized that as soon as we said something. He didn't fight us on it. He recognized his mistake pretty quickly. But now the 2-2 for Drake Meeks, trying to get the Harbor Hawks back into the dugout for the 9th. Is a ball that misses low, 3-2.
And it's going to be a big pitch here. Runners will be in motion here with 3-2 with 2 outs. Again, a 4-0 game right here, but a base hit or a ball in the gap can completely change this game.
Payoff pitch is upstairs, and now it's back-to-back walks to load the bases. Drake Meeks, after registering 2 outs, brings up Phoenix Call, the leadoff man, with bases loaded. And 2 in scoring position.
Yeah, top of the order. This out is crucial. Do not want to face these top 4 hitters, really. Again, down 4. This game is still within reach, but got to be careful here with 2 outs, bases juiced.
Jackson West is going to go talk to his battery mate, Drake Meeks. Just put his hand on the shoulder, calm down a little bit, and just Jackson West, that's a great approach from a catcher. You just put his hand on the shoulder, and you kind of see him do some hand motion, so maybe just talking about specific pitches and, hey, this is what you should focus on. You're barely missing here, It's a great
Phoenix Call looks at a ball outside from the righty on righty.
It's a great feeling when your catcher can just come up and talk to you and just kind of, hey, you're good, and here's what's happening, and maybe you can calm you down as a pitcher sometimes.
(1-0) inside, 2-0. As Phoenix Call, have to imagine, has the stop sign on. Waiting for Makes throw a strike, as he does there down the heart of the plate. 2-1.
2-1 here. I think we'll see another fastball here. This will be his probably 3rd consecutive fastball of this AB.
2-1 leg kick. It's a roller over to Wallace Clark at second base. Sidearm throw from the Duke Blue Devil goes over to Cavill. Meeks works himself out of the jam, leaving the bases loaded. But we go to the 9th. Harbor Hawks in need of a hit and in need of 4 runs to find the bottom of the 9th when we come back.
I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
It'll be Alex Lodice, Wallace Clark, and Dalton Bargo to lead things off here in the top of the ninth as Ryan Sprock back out for another inning of work. So far, the Y-D Red Sox have held Hyannis hitless. Can they try and continue that here in the ninth as it's a pitch high and inside that backs off Lodice away from the plate, 1-0. And these two teams see each other tomorrow on July 4th at 6 p.m. 1-0 is a long shot to left field, sending Kim back to the track. The first hit of the day for Hyannis is a long ball off the bat of Alex Lodice, and it's a big home run for Hyannis, and it's a big run for them to try and create some momentum here in the top of the ninth.
Jacob, this could be a much-needed spark for the Harbor Hawks here. Really golfed that one out. It was a ball low in the zone. Took it for a ride to deep left center field. Cleared the wall almost, I would say, around 15, 20 feet. That one was a no-doubter. Let's see if Wallace Clark can step up to the plate here and repeat what Alex Lodice just did.
Pitch is low. They bounces away from Sam, and energy is back onto the dugout for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Here on the top of the ninth. Gonna have to try and do the improbable and get a couple one. Wallace Clark sends another one deep to the track. Goes Cole. It's back-to-back homers for Hyannis. They were held hitless coming into the ninth. They go back-to-back with homers. It's now a 2-run lead for Y-D here in the top of the ninth.
What did I say? Can Wallace Clark repeat what Alex Lodice just did? And yes, he can.
And that was another no-doubter there from Wallace Clark. Works it up the middle, works hard, straight back towards the pitcher, and he lets that one fly, and that is back-to-back home runs there and cut the lead in half here with still no outs for the Harbor Hawks.
Still down 2 with Dalton Bargo. Now to stand in for the righty-on-lefty matchup as Ryan Sprock will be held for his first pitch to Dalton Bargo, and Sam's going to have a conversation with him. Hyannis hadn't had a hit the entire game. They come into the ninth. It's a home run from Alex Lodice over the left field wall. And then to follow that up, it's Wallace Clark with a homer to a straight shot to center for Hyannis' 2 hits of the day. And Scott Pickler's out of the dugout. And I think he will maybe make the call to the bullpen with an arm starting to warm here.
Jacob, the 4th of July fireworks have started early. The commencement has started.
The commencement has started as he looks to the bullpen as Sprock and the infield gather on the mound, and it's still a little bit of life here for Hyannis. 2-run deficit with nobody away. Pickler talking to his infield, and seen Hyannis work 9th inning magic last summer. What do they have in store for us this summer here against their 4th of July rivals? I think right now it's a little bit of Scott Pickler trying to buy time to let his arm get warm in the bullpen.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. He's just looking over to the bullpen. He's just waiting for home plate umpire to come talk to him. His whole plan was definitely to stand out there, not wait to make the move, let my guy in the bullpen. And Trevor Moore, number 18, and they finally make the motion over.
They do make the motion. It'll be a new arm, but it's back-to-back home runs for Hyannis. They're down 2 here in the top of the 9th, trying to work some magic. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere.
I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
We're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
After being held hitless for 8 innings, it's back-to-back jacks from Alex Lodis and Wallace Clark to move the game to a 2-run deficit here in the top of the 9th. It's Dalton Bargo who will now take on the new arm in Trevor Moore from Stanford, Nico.
Yeah, number 18, Trevor Moore, junior from Stanford, 6'1", came out of the bullpen for Stanford this past spring. Did get 1 spot start in there, but came in 28 appearances, 27 of them out of the bullpen, 57 innings pitched for these guys on 28 appearances. Recorded 1 save, so this guy who came in later in the stage for Stanford. So look for him to try to shut the door on the Harbor Hawks here with no outs in the top of the 9th.
Trevor Moore having a conversation with Carmichael, the first baseman, and now with everybody away, Bargo steps into lefty's batter's box. And we're ready to go.
Yeah, Trevor Moore just has to treat the situation like he came in to start the top of the 9th here. No outs. This is first batter up, so it'll be like he just came in top of the 9th in a 2-run ball game.
First pitch from Moore is outside to Bargo. Bargo struck out looking in the first, struck out swinging in the 7th, and flew out to tip it back in the 4th. Pitch is away, 2-0.
Trevor Moore's got a pretty electric four-seam fastball, has a cutter in behind it, and also breaks off a curveball.
(2-0) is called for strike. 2-1. Dalton Bargo, University of Tennessee, player that came on to the scene yesterday. 2-1 from Moore is launched into right field. Back to the track is Kim at the wall, and it is off the wall. Dalton Bargo goes in standing to second base. A ball that was left hanging up into the air. Looked like it could be 3 straight for Hyannis. It goes off the top of the wall on the yellow. And Dalton Bargo goes in standing to second base. The hit parade has opened now for 3 straight in the 9th after being held hitless through the first 8 innings of play.
And you can almost feel the energy building from the dugout of the Harbor Hawks, as well as right next to us here with the interns and fans of the Harbor Hawks. Tension's building. You feel that this ball is starting to snowball here a little bit.
Michael Italo now stands in. First pitch from Moore to Italo is low, 1-0, and Italo's had himself a day with 3 walks in his past 3 plate appearances. He now works an at-bat with a runner on for the first time today. 1-0 inside, 2-0.
Second straight at bat where he's fallen behind 2-0 in the count. Hawks doing a good job seeing it, laying off those pitches.
As Moore will step away from the rubber there. Settle in. All the fans start packing up chairs here at Red Wilson Field heading into the 9th. And back-to-back home runs has planted them in their seats as the 2-0 is in for strike 2-1. And still a little bit of dramatics here late in this one in the top of the 9th. Hyannis down 2. As Y-D still looking for 3 outs. Moore comes set. Brings the glove to shoulder, 2-1. And Italo taps one foul up by the concession stand.
Italo doing a great job at extending this AB. A walk would be nice, but hit would be even better. Nobody on first, runner on second.
Moore settles in, gets the signs from Sam. 2-2. Italo fouls off into foul territory beyond the netting down the right field line, and shortening up on that 2-strike approach. Hyannis trying to keep the conveyor belt moving.
Yeah, and Italo did a great job spoiling a good pitch there by Trevor Moore. Breaking ball around the hands. Italo inside out swing, just poking the ball over the dugout, just spoiling a great breaking ball from Trevor Moore.
2-2 is a fastball that gets by Italo that he swings and misses on by Moore, and first out here in the top of the 9th.
And after a couple breaking balls right there, decides to try to speed up with the high velo fastball from Trevor Moore, and blows it right by Italo for a big first out of the inning.
Mike Cavill now stands in. The Australian from Sydney already has a home run to his Harbor Hawk name after his first at-bat went long against Brewster, as the first pitch he sees from Moore is outside, 1-0.
Righty-lefty matchup here. If he gets a good pitch, I think he's going to be aggressive.
1-0 is upstairs and away. 2-0, and Cavill flew out in the 2nd and has had strikeouts in the 4th and the 7th in his day.
This is now the 3rd at-bat this inning where Moore has fallen back 2-0 in the count.
2-0 delivery to Cavill is low, now 3-0. Does have first base open after Dalton Bargo had the double in the 9th.
Yeah, flipped a breaking ball right there, 2-0, misses down and in. So maybe the mentality, they're not going to feed him one right there.
3-0 is a get me over pitch. The outer part of the plate for strike, 3-1.
Yeah, still working corners, got to be smart. Understand that the big left-handed hitter, number 33, Blake Seville, has a lot of power to pull side, so working away still.
Moore comes set on the rubber. Kicks, fires the 3-1. That is out and away from the Aussie. That's a walk. And the 5-pitch AB to Blake Cavill. And now runners on first and second for Mason White.
I think Cavill knew that he was going to see a fastball there. He just didn't know where. 3-1 count, runner on second. He knew the pitcher didn't really want to take much of a chance.
It'll be a pinch runner in Mason White, foul tipping it back into the glove of Sam, 2-2.
White having some trouble trying to connect on those high fastballs. Second straight swing and miss. The fastball up in the zone.
More nods for the signs from Sam. 2-2 pitch is a called strike up in the top of the zone, and it's now 2 outs. And the Red Sox 1 out away from picking up a win.
That is a big strikeout right there. Pitch looks like he was out of the zone there, maybe a little bit out towards the outer half, but just able to clip that outer corner to get the strikeout looking.
Wow, it sends Nick Groves to the batter's box on a lefty on righty matchup. Hyannis has the tying run at first base. First pitch to Groves is a strike on the outer part of the zone, 0-1. Groves has 2 strikeouts with a flyout.
And you're at 8 and 9 here in the line for the Harbor Hawks, but these are 2 guys that you want to see in the batter's box. Nick Groves at the plate, Jackson West right behind him. 2 guys who are swinging the bat very well in the left-handed batter's box.
0-1 pitch is called for, strike at the knees of Groves. Y-D Red Sox 1 strike away after some late game heroics for Hyannis. Moore comes set on the rubber and delivers a pitch high and upstairs that Sam comes out of the crouch for to go grab 1-2.
Yeah, just missed high there. Try to elevate the fastball, try to get Groves to chase a pitch up at his eyes. Just making that pitch a little unbelievable. Raise the ladder there a little too high.
1-2 pitch. Groves fouls it off to keep his at-bat alive, and will keep the game alive with it.
Groves doing a great job of spoiling that one.
Moore looks back to Ditalo, who stands at second. Snow at first. Looks at the sign from Sam. Comes set to the rubber. The 1-2 pitch is a slow number over to McGee. He can just step on third. And the comeback is cut by the Red Sox after back-to-back home runs and a long double from Dalton Bargo. Hyannis able to break up the no-hitter, but brings a lot into tomorrow's contest as these 2 teams will face off again at 6 o'clock, Nico.
And that's what's so important about getting a little bit of momentum there to end the game, you know, because being no hit for 8 innings straight, you kind of have this feeling like, okay, like their pitching staff has gotten to us. We haven't found any success. So to leave today's game, unfortunately, did get the loss right here. Out hit 6-3, lose the game 4-2 right there. Still a tough loss, but to have a little bit of momentum built up to end this ball game leaves you with a little bit of a better feeling than getting no hit.
Home tomorrow. Play these guys again. Excited for it, just like Nico said. It's great to see that momentum. A little right there at that 9th inning, back-to-back home runs. This team is all fight. You know, these guys will fight till the end, and it's they're fun to watch, and I can't wait to watch these 2 teams square off again tomorrow night at McKeon Park.
Yeah, should be a good one. Catch one right back here, whether on Cape League TV or on Hyannis Harbor Hawks YouTube page. As that will do it for 2. Y-D picks up the win here at Red Wilson Field. We'll talk to you tomorrow on the 4th of July. Looking forward to it. Should be a good one between these two teams.